Hello everybody, this is your boy the Almighty Green Talents bringing you victory. And I do mean victory. And before I begin, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to the video. Please don't forget to smash the likes and hit the notification bell on top of the video so that I make these great videos for me to you for your enjoyment pleasure. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, shall we? Okay, now if you're not an Eagles fan, probably gonna make you sick to the stomach. But I don't. At this point, I don't even give a good goddamn. The Eagles won this game 55-23. That is a demolishing of a team that came in talking a lot of noise before they wound up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Matter of fact, watch the Commanders talk the noise when they beat us back in late part of the season before it got to this point. They were talking noise then, and they talking noise up until we whooped them 55 points, or should I say a 55 burger on their ass. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and get to the statistics so you can get some clarification of how this game went. And this video gonna be short form, so bear with me. I'm trying to make it short anyway. And here is the highlights of the game. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Eagles, then we with the Commanders, which is the last anyway. Jalen Hurts did a good. Yeah, he did real well. He threw 20 of 28 passes for 246 yards. I think that's an 8.8. That's an 8.8 average, one touchdown, and his rating was 110.1. And rushing, Saquon Barkley, the man's amazing. The man had 15 carries for 118 yards, 7.9 yard average, 60 was the long, and 3 touchdowns on the ground. Shipley was 4 for 77 yards, a 19.3 average, 57 was the long, 1 score. Hurts was 10 for 16 yards, 1.6 average, 9 was the long, 3 touchdowns on the ground. So there you go. You got your 6 touchdowns right there, plus your 1. That's 7 touchdowns scored on the ground and 1 in the air. That got it was 2 for 13, 6.5. 9 was the long, no score. Game winner was 3 for 8, 2.7. 4 was the long, no score. And Pickett was 2 for -2, 1 -1.5, -1, no score. All right, now to get to the receiving. I don't know why I put the glasses on, but anyway, AJ Brown had a pretty good welcome out party. 6 catches for 96 yards, a 16.0 average, 31 was the long, 1 touchdown. Goddard was 7 for 65 yards. I think that's 65 yards. Or might have been maybe 85. 7 for 85 yards. 12.1, 26 was the long, no score. Devontae Smith was 4 for 45 yards, 11.3. 20 was the long, no score. Gabe Webb was 2 for 19. 2 for 16. 8.0, 8 was long, no score. And Barkley was 1 for 4, 4.0, 4 was long, no score. Defense. Here we go. Now this is going to be pretty much kind of not difficult to say, but as usual, tackles, assists, sacks, interceptions, forced fumble. Zach Bond, 12-4, 0-0, 1 forced fumble. Burks had a pretty good game. 9-4, 1 sack, 0, 1 forced fumble. Blankenship, 7-1, 0-0-0. DeJean, 6-2, 0-0-0. And CJ Gardner-Johnson was 5-2, 0-0-0. And Nolan Smith, 4-2, 1 sack, 0-0. Queion Mitchell with 4-2, 0, 1 interception, no forced fumbles. I'm going to speak about Queion Mitchell later on into this video. Hunt, Jaden Hunt, the linebacker, was 4-1-0-0-0, and Moro Jomo was 3-2-0-0-0, and Darius Slay 3-0-0-0, Milton Williams 2-0-0-0, Jordan Davis, oh man, Jordan Davis 2-1, 1 sack, 0-0, Sweat 2-1-0-0-0, Carter 2-2-0-0-0, Rogers 1-0-0-0-0, Morrow 1-0-0-0-0, Shipley 1-1-0-0, 1-4 fumble, Trotter 1-1-0-0-0. All right, here we go. Kick return. The Eagles had 3 different people doing kick returns in this game. I guess that they were trying to figure out who is the better option going into the playoffs, going into the Super Bowl probably. Will Shipley was 3 for 88 yards, 29.3 with the average, 36 with the long, no score. Gainwell was 2 for 39 yards, 19.5, 20-0. Rogers was 124, 24-0. Cooper DeJean on punt return was 1 for 10 yards, 10-0. Elliott was 0 for 1, negative average, 0-0, and extra point, 7 for 7. And Brian Mann was 2 for 83 yards, 41.5, 43 with the long, 1 touchback, and none inside the 20. All right, let's go to the Washington Commanders. Okay, you know what? You really can't say nothing bad about the Washington Commanders here. So we're gonna go ahead and get with the passing. They had 2 guys to pass. Jaden Daniels, the rookie quarterback, had a sensational year with 29 for 48 for 255 yards, a 5.3 average, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 72.8 was his average. And then they had got in Way with 1 for 23.000, and his rating was 118. His rating was higher than Daniels. But anyway, rushing, Daniels was 6 for 48 yards, 8.019, 1. Robinson was 11 for 36, 337, 0. And Eckler was 8 for 15, 1.9, 4 long, no score. Okay, here's that defense. Here's the receiving. Ertz had a breakout game, but wasn't enough for him. He had 11 receptions for 104, 9.5, 21 long, no score. Terry McLaurin was 3 for 51, 17.0, 36 with the long, 1 touchdown. At the long touchdown pass he caught on play. Brown was 3 for 42, 14.0, 24 with the long, no score. And Ozil Zacchaeus was 4 for 26, 6.5, 8 with the long, no score. Senate with 1 for 23, 23.0, 23, no score. Eckler was 5 for 17, 3.4, 7 with the long, no score. Bates 2-11, 5.5, 7 no score. And Crowder was 1 for 4, 4.040. All right, here's the defense. Defense got 3 sacks from what I've heard. Okay, Wagner 9-4, 0-0-0. Jeremy Chin 7-2, 0-0-0. Allen 5-2, 0-0-0. Davis 5-3, 0-0-0. Sandridge Steele, I think that's his name, 5-2, 0-0-0. Martin 4-2, 0-0-0. And Luva 4-2, 1 sack, 0-0. And this Igbino, I'm going to say Igbino, 3-1, 0-0-0. Lattimore 3-0, 0-0-0. Armstrong 2-1, 1 sack, 0-0-0. And at the second sack, Newton 2-0, 0-0-0. St. Just 2-0, 0-0-0. Holmes 2-0, 0-0-0. Fowler, Dante Fowler 2-1-1, 0-0-0. Jean Baptist 1-1, 0-0-0. Farrell was 1-1, 0-0-0, and Butler was 1-0, 0-0-0. Okay, so that's 2 sacks. 2 sacks. I thought it was 3 and 2 sacks. Okay, anyway, kick return. They had 3 people kick return. McCaffrey, 2 for 49, 24.5, 26 for the long, no touchdown. Nichols with 1 for 17, 17.0, 17, no score. Eckler with 1 for 32, 32.0, 32 long, no score. They had no punt return. Kicking goes to Gonzalez with 3 for 3, 40.7, 46 points alone, no blocks, and he had no extra points. And Way with 1 for 45, 45.0, 45, no touchback, no inside to 20. All right, now let's go ahead and get with Quintanamo Bay. Quintanamo Bay did an excellent job. This is his second interception in 2 weeks. If that guy do not win defensive rookie of the year, there's something wrong with the NFL voting. Like I stated in previous videos. Also, go check out the last, I think it's 6 or 7 videos that I posted. They all were shorts. Go check those guys out and check them videos out. In one of the videos I mentioned Quintanamo Bay or Quinyon Mitchell. Second interception, and he caught both of these incidents in the end zone. He caught one in the end zone last week against the Rams, and he caught another interception against the Commanders. That's 2 picks in 2 games. If he get a pick in the game in the Super Bowl in the next 2 weeks, that's saying a whole lot. He should win Defensive Rookie of the Year. He should win it. If he don't win it, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? And let me get to Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis haven't had a sack all year. He had 1 sack, and that was against the Saints in week 3, I believe. Week 3 or week 4. Might have been 1. Let me see, 1 loss. Yeah, the game in week 3 against the New Orleans Saints. The Eagles won that game, and Jordan Davis had a sack then. That was the only sack of the season. Now he got a sack in the playoffs. That's just showing the maturity and the growth of Jordan Davis. He don't get much attention, but the guy does occupy 2 offensive linemen for other guys to pay the way for, like Jordan, for Carter and some the other guy coming up the rush gut to occupy, take on lineman 1-on-1 and get the sack. Get the sack or the tackle for loss for the running back. You know what I'm saying? So he is maturing. I'm gonna say some things when the postseason finally comes to an end. Eagles win or lose this game against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm gonna speak a lot about Jordan Davis and what I think he needs to do in the offseason. That's my opinion. But the Eagles are headed back to Super Bowl for the first time in 7 years. In those previous years, Kansas City won 3 of them. Rams won 1. Tampa Bay won 1. And let me see who else. I know Green Bay. I know Green Bay. Let me see. The Eagles won afterwards, but before that, though, like I said, the last 7 years, it's been Kansas City. It's been the Rams. It's been Tampa Bay, and been a couple 2 or 3 other teams in the AFC won Super Bowls. So this is our first time going back to Super Bowl in several years, and this time we are a much better team than we were the last Super Bowl appearance. You know what I'm saying? We are a different team this time. And so this is a game the Eagles should win, because Kansas City ain't that good of a team. They are vulnerable in some spots. I don't trust Kansas City. Kansas City doesn't scare me at all. It never does. You know what I'm saying? Because they went bout for bout with the Bills just recently, and they beat the Bills. We won the blowout, but they beat the Bills. You know what I'm saying? The Bills are 0-3, 0-4 in the Super Bowl. I mean, in the AFC Conference Championship game, he's 0-4. That's not looking really, really good for Josh Allen and the Bills over there. But man, anyway, back on this game here, Wow, man. 55 points. That's the most points scored in any championship game in recent history. That's the most points ever scored. Like I said, the Eagles had so many. The Eagles had so many touchdowns. I can't really believe it. Hurts threw for one. Then they had 3 on the ground by Barkley. No, 4 on the ground by Barkley. No, hold on. Hunt had 3. Hurts had 3 on the push. Shipley had 1, his first career touchdown, and then Barkley scored 3. The Will Shipley touchdown was pretty much all she wrote. That was the dagger right there. That was the total dagger. It really was the dagger when Barkley scored that last touchdown on the run. But the nip in the bud was the Shipley touchdown run. He ran for he had 57 he had 57 yards to the end zone for the score. 57 yards. That's amazing. The Eagles defense did real well. You know what I'm saying? Passing game was on point. The Eagles got 7 sacks. They had 2 forced fumbles. Eagles had 2 forced fumbles. They had 1, 2, 3. They had 3 sacks and a whole bunch of tackles and assistant tackles. This team is winding up in form. We're ready to roll now, and this is your week 3 NFC Conference Championship victory recap, and we are off to the Super Bowl, and I am so happy for that. You know what I'm saying? But now it's set in stone. The Eagles will be playing Kansas City Chiefs once again. This is actually the part 2. If you faced them once and lost, could have won that game, but sometimes you learn from your mistakes. The Eagles over the years have built this team. Now, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't 7 years. It was 7. I'm sorry, I had to think about that for a minute. The Eagles went to the Super Bowl in 2022 and lost that Super Bowl against Kansas City. I had to think about that for a minute. We lost that Super Bowl against Kansas City, but that was not a good team then. You know what I'm saying? And 2023 was a horrid year. You already know about that. I'm not even going to mention the numbers on that. That was a horrid year. But now this year is totally different. Eagles got the run game going. We got the receivers to do it. I mean, the Eagles drafted well. They brought in the right free agents to help the team get on the margin of victories and margin of points to get to where they are now. And I am so proud of this football team. You know what I'm saying? The Georgia boys, I'm stepping up. You know what I'm saying? And now that word that BG ain't gonna come back. We'll see on that. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a torn tricep in his arm. So I'm not exactly sure that ended his season. So we see how that goes there. But anyway, you know, we got it, y'all. 55-23. I thought it was 21, but 23. But 21-23, that's fine. It's fine. But it's a victory, y'all. We got it. We are out of here. Enjoy. I'm going into Monday with all these smiles. I'm gonna be smiling this week and then next week before the Super Bowl gets started. It's gonna be all gravy train here. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.